signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is October 7th, 2022. It is 12:34 a.m. I just finished edit a video for this channel, Team Sussex, and I wanted to check to see what was the last video that I did on that channel, and it was episode 71. So I just did the thumbnails, and I'm doing some stuff right now to make sure I'm aligned with it. So let's go on PYTE. All right, so this was the last video that I put, but anyway, I don't want to waste too much time. Usually at the beginning I talk too much of nothing. Let's go straight on Twitter, because there's a lot of very important things going on. So let's go to the first tweet. Okay, first tweet. This is Omid. Breaking: a group of high-profile people have launched legal action against Associated Newspapers, publisher of Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, and Mail Online, for invasion of privacy. And he tagged several people at the Lawrence OBE, who is that founder of the Stephen Lawrence Day Foundation. Prince Harry. Okay, Prince Harry is part of the people who filed the lawsuit. Elton official, that's Elton John. Okay, David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley, that's the actress. Okay, and Sadie Frost, who is he? Mason Merriman. Okay, who is? Oh, followed by Mason Merriman and Ellen DeGeneres. I'm not okay, but anyway, so the main thing is there's a lawsuit that had filed yesterday, October 6th. All right, I didn't read this, but I have shared it on my community board, and I think some part of it on IG. Let's see what it says here. 6 October 2022. Press release: various claimants versus Associated Newspapers Limited. Today, a group of people have launched a legal action against Associated Newspapers, publisher of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail Online. The group behind this legal offensive are Baroness Doreen Lawrence of Clarendon OBE, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Sir Elton John, and David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley, and S3E320 Force. These individuals have become aware of compelling and high distressing evidence that they have been the victim of abhorrent criminal activity and gross breaches of privacy by Associated Newspapers. Unlawful acts alleged to have taken place include: 1. The hiring of private investigators to secretly place listening devices inside people's cars and homes. Wow. Like I said, I had shared it. I only read the caption of the tweet, but I didn't read this. Okay. 2. The commissioning of individuals to surreptitiously listen into and record people's live private telephone calls whilst they were taking place. 3. The payment of police officials with corrupt links to private investigators for inside sensitive information. Wow. 4. The impersonation of individuals to obtain medical information from private hospitals, clinics, and treatment centers by deception. Wow, wow, wow. 5. The accessing of bank accounts, credit histories. Wow. Some part of this, I think that's... her name is not in it, but I don't want to mention it. Credit histories and financial transactions through illicit means and manipulation. It is apparent to these individuals that the alleged crimes listed above represent the tip of the iceberg and that many other innocent people remain unknowing, wow, victim of similar terrible and reprehensible covert acts. They have now, therefore, banded together to uncover the truth and to hold the journalists responsible, fully accountable, many of whom still hold senior positions of authority and power today. These individuals have been the subjects of public interest during the course of their careers and personal lives. They are united in their desire to live in a world where the press operates freely yet responsibly, a press that represents truth, is sourced in fact, and can be trusted to operate ethically in the interests of the British public. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and S3E320 Force are represented by Helem LPP, Baroness Doreen Lawrence, and Clarendon OBE, Elizabeth Hurley, and Sir Elton John, and David Furnish are represented by Gunnar Cook, David Sherborne of 5RB is counsel for all the claimant, instructed by Callum Galbraith of Helen's LPP. And okay, so pretty much these are the people who represent them. Wow, wow, wow. Very interesting. So S3E320 Force, who is he? S3E320 Force. Let's see here. S3E320 Force. Let's look it up. Okay, who is she? S3E320 Force is an English, actress, producer, and fashion designer who ran fashion label Force French and a film production company. Okay. Oh my God, June 19, 1965. I can't believe this. Yeah. That's, okay, June 19. Okay. 10 years older than me. Very interesting. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's not lose track here. I tend to do those kind of things when I'm doing recording. This I could do on my own. Okay, so Omid continues with his tweet. Papers filed in the High Court today, October 6, revealed the individuals all claim to have been the victim of, quote, abhorrent criminal activity and gross breaches of privacy, end quote, by the tabloid publisher. The list of acts alleged is shocking, disturbing, and reminiscent of past cases. Alright, so I just read this and the thing he put up there. Alright, the alleged crimes listed represent the tip of the iceberg, and that many other innocent people remain unknowing victims. They have banded together to uncover the truth and to hold the journalists responsible, fully accountable, many of whom still hold senior positions. Response from Associate newspaper. Okay. So the paper have responded, quote, "We utterly and unambiguously refute these." Of course they're gonna have to refute it. You think they're gonna say, "Oh yes, we did it"? No. Alright? They're gonna try to do the same thing that they did with Meghan's case. They're gonna try to prolong it while they're still fighting the court. They're gonna try to make some money. Where was it? "We utterly unambiguously refute these preposterous smear which appear to be nothing more than a pre-planned and orchestrated attempt to drag the Mail title into the phone hacking scandal concerning articles up to 30 years old. These unsubstantiated and highly defamatory claims based on no credible evidence appear to be simply fishing expedition by claimants and their lawyers, some of whom have already pursued cases elsewhere." Wow. Okay, so that's the end of the thread. Let me read some of the comment, and then the next tweets that I have are still dealing with that Daily Mail case. All right, there's Jodiva. I don't understand why British people put up with this invasion of privacy from newspapers. Let's see here. As you see, all the claimants have to band together, incredibly expensive and almost impossible to win. That is true. Okay, I'm talking about the average citizen. They should demand better. Okay, the average person or the spectators that fuel this shit. That is true. Okay, in that case, I have to consider myself above average, as I am as horrified by this as you. I thought it stopped when the news of the world had to close. You think they close? In my humble opinion, I don't know. I didn't really follow too much of news. Usually when things like that happen, they just change their name. They change to something else. Okay, I thought it stopped when the news of the world had to close because of the hacking scandal. Sadly, it's a race to the bottom. They fell. Okay, I pray they win. What a horrible media outlet. Lie, harassment, bullying, unprofessional, unethical thinking. They can ruin people's life. Not they can. They had. They can. They have. What Caroline was that young lady who passed? Okay, that presenter Caroline Flack, I believe her name is. All right, so there's more comment. It shows time. All right, so let's go to the next one. And the other thing is that I think Prince Harry was waiting for the Queen to pass. All right, they waited after they do their mourning period and all of that, and then bam, and they did what they had to do. So they must have everything all packed up. They're ready to go. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. I'm probably gonna be putting these in individual videos, and lately I've been putting individual videos by themselves because YouTube is holding a whole bunch of videos. Let me show you a whole bunch of videos. Okay, there's all of these, all of that. Okay, so all these with the yellow thing, and you know, YouTube is not reviewing them. So what I've done is that I take them out of those videos one by one, put little videos out, which it takes a lot of my time, but hey, that's what I gotta do. All right, next tweet. Okay, so this one I know I've shared both on my community board and my IG. Okay, this is the squad. World exclusive. Daily Fail is sued. Oh, happy days. All right, there's the groups that have filed. All right, so now it's Harry's time. Meghan did her thing. Now it's Harry's time. Oh my God, may God continue to protect them. Okay, what's going on now? Those GIF and memes are really funny. Okay, by several people. I'm certain that Meghan's case will be used as precedent. I think so too. Yep. Man, these folks do not learn, do they? Okay, guess they have a ton of money and can afford this lawsuit. Alright, let's see here. This sounds okay. I'm glad they do. The tabloid slander on a daily basis. It needs to stop. Okay. Sir Elton John, what did I miss? I'm up. What I miss? I like that. Okay, the Daily Fair have made their wealth from causing others pain. Now it's time for them to pay the piper. Yep. Elton John is one of the plaintiffs. Right, hold on. Okay, I'm loving this. Beautiful. I love to see. Alright, well, Meghan said it herself in her victory statement. This win is precedent setting. Oh my goodness. So I sincerely hope all the litigants are victorious as well. And I think as well, if I did a video where I said I think Meghan is probably going to do something bigger than that. If they won, if Sir Elton John and all of this win it, okay, I think it's a level, step by step. If this group wins it, I think Meghan is gonna call them on international court to make this nonsense stop. I really think so. All right, so there's more comment. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, same topic. Now, Brian Cathcart is a professor and a journalist in the UK. I follow him. There's a lot of things that he's done that are superb. Now he said this is something he will be following, which means probably on my other channel, because I've been living it, collecting dust lately. I probably will be sharing some of his tweet on my other channel, Team Sussex. All right, but this one I'm gonna share it here. All right, among the responses, we are likely to hear to today's news that the Mail is being sued for hacking and blagging are 1, this ancient history, and 2, it's just bleeding celebs. Let's consider these now, 1 of 8. So this is a thread. I've read this. Well, I'm probably gonna be cutting some of those tweets into different parts. So I'm gonna insert this from, I read this from another video, so I'm gonna insert it here. Okay, and if this is in the same video, I'm not gonna read it, share it again. All right, let's continue with his thread. The alleged wrongdoing is probably dated between 1996 and 2012. Not quite as long as, say, Martin Bashir's BBC interview with Princess Diana, 1995, a subject the Daily Mail thought was fresh enough to justify a fierce campaign against the BBC just in the past year. What is more, a good number of those in senior or relevant position at the Mail in that period are still there. I told you I followed the right people to get the right information. Okay? Not least editor-in-chief Paul Dacker, who only recently was thought to be in the running for peerage, so they are not ancient history at all. He's been paying a lot of attention. As for the bleeding celebs charge, it is true that these are famous people, although the presence of Baroness Doreen Lawrence and Sir Simon Hughes and their ranks argues for something more than mere fame. It is also the case that, from what we know of the history of phone hacking, only a minority of victims are well known. Wow, it is cool but simple fact that the less famous you are, the less likely you are to be able to prove it. Wow, this is very crucial over there. And this is why when I was sharing some of Meghan's lawsuit thing, and I was like, this is for all of the people in the UK, because if Meghan doesn't win it, which will mean that these people will, the newspaper will feel like they have the right to intercept your private information. So there he is here, explain it in his professional term. All right. Armies of people were targeted by papers, and 3/4 of them were probably ordinary men and women you have never heard of, the bereaved victim of crimes, friends of the famous police officers, people in witness protection. Oh my God, witness protection. If famous people had not sued, we will never have known about all of this. That is true. Okay, the news of the world would not have been nailed, nor the Mirror papers, and the Sun will not now be paying out settlement while maintaining a front of denial. Okay, I haven't. There's some stuff on my other channel. There was someone else. I don't remember who is a famous person, but I don't follow that person that much. But who had won her case against the newspaper in the UK? I shared that on my other channel. Okay, so he knows what he's talking about. Okay, of course, if we had Leveson 2, if you're not looking at your screen, I was gonna put it without saying anything, so I decided to look it up, read it just in case if you're not watching your screen as you're listening to this podcast. The Leveson Inquiry was a judicial public inquiry into the culture, practices, and ethics of the British press following the News International phone hacking. It was led by Judge Sir Brian Leveson, started in 2011 after it emerged that journalists at Rupert Murdoch's now dysfunction News of the World tabloid hacked the phone of murdered schoolgirl Millie Dowler. So that's what the Leveson Inquiry is about, in short. Of course, if we had Leveson 2, the second phase of the Leveson Inquiry that was cancelled by the Tories to please these papers, this might all have been dealt with sooner and more tidily. So, if it's a bit messy now, that's all down to the Mail and its mate, 8 of 8. Alright, so another word, so Leveson Inquiry, the very first part, if they had dealt with it, nip it in the butt. Okay, do the right thing, put proper laws or something. I didn't follow it, but this is the sense I'm getting. Okay, so if they have done that, so this phase where those famous people have been together to sue the newspaper, which means this will have never had happened, but the Tory people sort of, I guess, put laws or certain things, I don't know, like I said, I didn't follow it, to cater to the newspaper. So now we have what we have now. Okay, so now we are back into the comments. At Brian Cathcart, so good to have you back on your favorite subject, legal analysis. We can't wait to hear your breakdown and legal analysis of this prestigious upcoming case. Okay, I will certainly be following this one all the way. Yep, I will be sharing that with you. This is a squaddy also who follow the right people, not just BS people. Okay. Let's see here. Surely even the Mail realizes, given the caliber of those bringing this case, none of them will be coming forward with this without solid evidence and the strongest legal advice, which makes their allegation very credible. And there were some people, I think, when Harry was looking to get his security back, I think, in my humble opinion, through the process of him getting his security, I don't know if he has it, because I haven't come across anything that really say he has his security, whatever he was fighting for in the UK. I don't know, but in the process of getting that, there are certain things that came out. Police officers been fired, so Harry is doing his homework. Okay, Leveson 2, bring it on. Thanks for sharing. Can someone please post some context? All right. Okay, so follow the whole thing. He bring the thing up there. The press release that was posted at the top of the thread pretty much sums it up. Yeah, the Mail are accused of bugging and spying on the individual. Maybe someone tweeted this out and then happened to comment that. I don't know. Definitely still in the public interest. We need Leveson 2, the bit with a bite. Thank you for sharing. Alright, so there's more comment. Oh, that's it. Now we see why no marks like Wooten are forming at the mouth over Harry. And the other thing also, the Johnny Depp case thing, Johnny should have won that case, because you know what, let me leave Johnny out of there. He did what he has to do, but the part in the Mail, he really got screwed over there. Let's do, because he had proved his case over and over again. Oh, did I? Okay, so he tweeted something else again. This is a very big story. The Daily Mail is accused of spying on Doreen Lawrence. It should be in every broadcast news bulletin and on every front page. Will it be? There's me going like, let's hope so. There's me, please, 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 please. Not holding my breath though. All right, so pretty much is just the things that just been I just share with you. Okay, Lawrence v. Associate, Hurley Associate, Elton John, and all of that. Okay, so this is the thing that I just shared with you, which I just read his thread. Okay, the lawsuit. Okay, exposed news. Who is that? I don't think I'm following that. Who is that? New independent journalism platform, YouTube. Okay, so let's follow that. If Brian Cathcart is following, it's worth following. Okay, world exclusive. Baroness Doreen Lawrence, mother of murdered Stephen Lawrence, is suing the Daily Mail for invasion of privacy, along with Elizabeth Hurley, Elton John, and David Furnish. Alright, so there's all of that. Okay, do we know what the nature of the alleged privacy invasion are? Are we talking alleged computer hacking here? Alright, so there's a thing here, some of the allegation. I shared that already. Someone put a screenshot of it. Go on Piers Morgan. What do you want to say about this? Wow, they tagged Piers Morgan. Okay, let's hope this put them out of business. Good luck for her. Fell is a tough rag toilet paper. Okay, people career. You seen this. So she tagged somebody else. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. So some tweets will be by themselves and some tweets will be in one video. I'm gonna have all of them. Alright, next tweet. There's Kaiser Celebrity. The DM, Duchess Meghan saying, "Be yourself," is an attack on the Windsor. Wow. So there's an article here. What is it big? So the Daily Mail, Duchess Meghan saying, "Be yourself," is an attack to the Windsors. So October 8th. So they're probably doing this to cover up the lawsuit that is being filed against them. Having listened to most of the Duchess of Sussex Archetypes podcast, I think Meghan is doing really well as a podcast host. The first episode with Serena Williams shows how nervous Meghan was to get it right, and she sort of did way too much. And the next episode, she settled into it, and you can tell that she's learning a lot along the way. And each pod episode keeps getting better and more streamlined and informative. It shows that even Meghan has a learning curve, and it also shows that she picks up skills very quickly. Alright, this week's Archetype. Okay, so I'll leave this for you guys to read. Alright, so they're talking about it. I guess this is where they take from the Daily Fair. Alright, so you guys go check it out yourself. I'll put the link of this in the description. Okay, let's see here. I think the entire world is in consensus now that the Windsors and the British media are all batshit crazy. Okay, everything Meghan does always has them panicking. She must have a ton of shit on them. I'm begging Harry and Meghan to do a Crown Nest series about the British media on Netflix. I think right now Netflix is going to some stuff right now. So if Harry and Meghan gonna do something, it probably will find another kind of company, not Netflix. In my humble opinion, I think. Okay, they will be apoplectic with rage, and I will love it. Okay, I love that an American woman lives in the royal family and British press heads rent free. She could stare too long. Okay, she could stare too long, and the headline is Duchess Meghan gives evil eyes to royal family. Try again. Alright, Lord, they're so thirsty. Looks like the royals need that mythical fairy dust replenished that they claim to have. Okay, let's read some more and then that's it. It's both frightening and hilarious that Meghan lives completely rent-free in the heads of the royal family and British media. The Daily Fair is pathetic. Salt Island dwellers truly think that the entire world revolves around them. It's just the damnedest thing to watch. The plan is, as always, been no matter what Meghan and Harry do, find some negative angle. At this point, I actually look forward to hear the ridiculousness they come up with, because that is truly a skill. What a commitment to negative the British media have. I am in stitches. Pay them dust. Just Harry and Meghan. I hope you don't click on their links, because if you want to read them with their ridiculousness and you clicking on their thing, and this is how they stay afloat. So don't click on them. Alright, so the Windsors admit people can be themselves and the institution. I'm saying Meghan. Diana have said that in the Bashir interview, where they didn't allow her to think.
The Prince of Wales, in the biography, is described as a great thinker, a man with a tremendous range of interests. What did he think of your interests?
Well, I don't think I was allowed to have any. I think that I've always been the 18-year-old girl he got engaged to, so I don't think I've been given any credit for growth. And my goodness, I've had to grow.
To be herself in some shape or form. Alright? And the institution, and they didn't allow Meghan to be herself when she was a working woman. Well, in some shape or form, yes and no. She was not a working royals, because there's some stuff they claim. Oh, well, they twist themselves into a knot. We don't know what they actually really wanted. Anything that goes to with their narrative, they just switch it without any second thought of what they have said before. So technically, in a way, or not technically, but in a way, I would say, even though Meghan was doing the work, but the institution did not consider her as a working royal. Okay, that's the way I guess I should put it. And at the same time, Meghan thought she was a working royal, but the institution did not take her or consider her as a working royal. Do you understand what I mean? Because she has to pay her way and do all sort of things, and they even told her she had to go back to acting or something like that. They can't afford for her. Meanwhile, she's doing all those work. Okay, poor Windsors. They always felt threatened, attacked, overshadowed by the one and only one, Meghan, her power. Okay, I'm so sick of all of those people on that island. Okay, how is that an attack on those inbreds? I swear the racist British media and the racist royal family need Jesus. They claim they are the head of the church. I don't know which church they're talking about, but not the same religion, the same God that we believe in. It's something completely different. Next tweet. Now this is another thread, and this is probably gonna be a video by itself and also within the main video. Okay, so I'm gonna go through all of them. All right, that's Daniel Sanford. Okay, who is he? I am Home Affairs correspondent for BBC News, Police, Prisons, Law, Crime, and Terrorism before the Moscow correspondent, so still tweet about Russia, Ukraine. Okay, 21 others that I follow. Alright, so let's follow him as well. Prince Harry, Sir Elton John, David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley, Sadie Frost, and Baroness Doreen Lawrence have launched a legal action against Associated Newspapers publishers of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail Online. Okay. Hamlands LLP said, quote, these individuals have become aware of compelling and highly distressing evidence that they have been the victim of abhorrent criminal activity and gross breaches of privacy by Associated Newspapers. Hamlands LLP said the, quote, unlawful acts alleged to have taken place include 1. The hiring of private investigators to secretly place listening devices inside people's cars and homes. That's almost the same thing that they did trying to find out about Meghan's information. 2. The commissioning of individuals to surreptitiously listen into and record people's live private telephone calls whilst they were taking place. 3. The payment of police officials with corrupt links to private investigators for inside sensitive information. 4. The impersonation of individuals to obtain medical information from private hospitals, clinics, and treatment centers by deception. 5. The accessing of bank accounts, credit histories, and financial transactions through illicit means and manipulation. Okay, it seems like he's reading everything that was written on the thing. All right. Associated Newspapers has now said, quote, we utterly and ambiguously refute these preposterous smears, which appears to be nothing more than a pre-planned and orchestrated attempt to drag the Mail titles into the phone hacking scandal concerning articles up to 30 years old, end quote. And it continues, these unsubstantiated and highly defamatory claims, okay, at least they know it's a defamatory claim, so at least they admit this part, all right, that it is whatever they file against them is very defamatory claim, okay, based on no credible evidence. That's where we're gonna find out in court. Appears to be simply a fishing expedition by claimants and their lawyers, some of whom have already pursued cases elsewhere. Can the public get okay, now we into the comments. Okay, there's the squad coming and commenting. Can the public get a statement from the House of Windsor royal family? The Daily Mail is their unofficial mouthpiece. Why are they colluding with alleged criminals? They tag royal family, Kensington Royal. Wow, wow, wow. I think they really were waiting for the, especially Harry was waiting until the Queen died, because that will give her a heart attack. Okay, it won't stop until public unites. There's more receipts. One big alleged criminal. How many lives have they destroyed? Wow, wow, wow. There's all of this. Knowing this guy, I don't understand him. Knowing his mom went through it. Knowing his mom went through it, and then he went to discredit her. Wow. Let's see here. It's a nice day to be petty. The squad like to throw their shades in here. Alright, welcome to Pettyville. There's that. Bury the rag and every snakes that are associated with it. Let me see this one. Look at the dog face. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, this one is funny. I listened to it. There's me putting my likes in it. Listen to that.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Oh my God. The squad are crazy. The squad are crazy. They find that clip to put it there. There's me laughing at it. Despicable and disturbing acts. Alright, let's read this one and then that's it. Daily Mail is not a media outfit but a blackmailing ring, because it is only blackmailers that will go to this length to obtain personal information of private individual. They should go under and be prosecuted. Straight from the playbook of Rupert Murdoch rags. Yep. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. That thing is funny. The more, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you fuck out. Alright, so this one, okay, definitely this is gonna be on a video by itself. Okay, but I'll leave some portion of it on this video. Alright, so let's read. Byline investigate, and the link of it will be in the description. Daily Mail is being sued for the most serious illegal news gathering ever, including allegation of burglaries and landline tapping by Prince Harry and 6 big household names. Full story. I'll go into that, and I think I've shared this link on my community board with you guys, and I think I've also shared it on my IG. Unfortunately, on IG you can't really click on it. You could highlight it and paste it, copy it and paste it. So, do you know anything about phone hacking, illegal private investigators, bullying, or malpractice at the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, or Mail Online? If so, please get in touch. Wow, they're putting information if you know about it, so get in touch with them. Alright, so let's read this article and then I'll come back to continue on this. Alright, so these Byline, they have a YouTube channel as well. It's good to follow them. Okay, Daily Mail is being sued for the most serious illegal news gathering ever, including allegation of burglaries and landline tapping by Prince Harry and 6 big household names. So this one was written October 6, 2022, yesterday. Alright, Prince Harry and Baroness Doreen Lawrence are joined by Elton John and Group Action. Private investigators alleged that landline were tapped. Wow, a much more serious offense than phone hacking. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, private investigators alleged that landline were tapped. Wow, a much more serious offense than phone hacking. Okay, further allegations include breaking into cars and bugging homes. Lawyers claim that medical records were blagged from hospital and bank statements were obtained by deception. Actress Liz Hurley and Sadie Force also suing the controversial papers. Elton John's husband, David Furnish, claimed he was targeted by illegal news gathering. However, the paper's long-serving editor-in-chief, Paul Dacre, denied his papers, hacked phone, and sworn evidence at the Levison inquiry. Aha, he sworn. So that, okay, I need to know more about the Levison inquiry. I sort of have a basic idea, but I never go too deep in it. So I need to know more about that. Okay, If it turned out the Mail were involved and he knew, Cathcart potentially faced 51 weeks in jail for misleading a public inquiry. Very interesting. So he had given a deposition about this, but the same thing that he being accused here now. So 51 weeks. Oh my God. Okay, Cathcart forthcoming and ennoblement now in doubt. Alright, so there's a YouTube video here. You guys could go and check it out. I'm not gonna click on it. The Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, and Mail Online are being sued for alleged burglaries and landline phone tapping. 7 claims have been issued at High Court and sent to the Mail headquarters in London. The claimants include Baroness Doreen Lawrence, justice campaigner and mother of murdered teenager Stephen Lawrence. Oh my God, how sad. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, Elton John, singer-songwriter, jointly with his husband David Furnish, filmmaker, Elizabeth Hurley, actress and model, Steady Force, actress. A press release stated, each of these individuals have become aware of various elements of compelling and highly distressing evidence which show that in different ways they have each been the victim of apparent criminal activities and gross breaches of privacy by associate newspapers. The most shocking name on the list is Baroness Doreen Lawrence of Clarendon, 69. Her son Stephen Lawrence was brutally murdered in 1993 in a racist knife attack, oh my God, in Eltham, southeast London. Oh my Lord, oh my God, no mother should ever experience this. But her agony was increased when prejudice and corrupt cops failed to bring the killers to justice for nearly a decade, while the gang taunted the Lawrence family with insult and lies. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I say evil originated over there, it must be. Oh my God, they killed her son and then they taunted her on top of it? What kind of a world is this? Oh my Lord. Oh. The Daily Mail has constantly boasted about its controversial front page of February 14, 1997, in which it accused 5 men of being guilty of Stephen Lawrence's murder. But in an astonishing development, Baroness Lawrence now alleged that the newspapers was unlawfully invading the privacy of the Lawrence family at the same time it professed to be championing their cause. Oh my Lord. Baroness Lawrence lawyer alleged that the same paper who fought for justice were also secretly and illegally spying on her in a bid to protect the reputation of its journalists. Oh my God. A spokesperson for the group said that, quote, the unlawful acts alleged to have taken place in relation to one or more of the claimants include 1. Hiring of private investigators secretly to place listening devices inside people's cars and homes, the commissioning of individuals surreptitiously to listen into and record people's live private telephone calls while they were taking place, the payment of police officials with corrupt links to private investigators for inside sensitive information, the impersonation of individuals to obtain medical information from private hospitals, clinics, and treatment centers by deception, the assessing of bank account, credit histories, and financial transactions to illicit means and manipulation. My goodness, the allegation have sent shockwave across Fleet Street. In February 2012, Paul Cathcart tried to distance his papers from the hacking scandal, which has cost viral Rupert Murdoch between an estimate $1 to $3 billion. I mean pound, not dollars, pound. Cathcart told the Leveson Inquiry that the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday did not use phone hacking. Challenge on this at the inquiry, Mr. Cathcart said, quote, I can be as confident as any editor. Wow. So that was his, how did they call this? Where he put his statement. Was that in court? Okay. Quote, I can be as confident as any editor, having made extensive inquiries into the newspaper's practices and held an inquiry that phone hacking was not practiced by the Mail on Sunday or the Daily Mail. You know that because I gave this inquiry my unequivocal assurances. Giving false or distorted testimony to public inquiry under oath, oh my God, is a jailable offense. Is a jailable office under 35 of the Inquiries Act. Oh my Lord. Sources close to the litigation claim that the case is not just about a bunch of celebrities trying to protect their privacy. The source told Expose.news and sister site BylineInvestigate.com, quote, the litigation against the Daily Mail is about finding out the truth. Quote, it's not about a load of mourning celebrities trying to stop newspapers from printing stories about their personal lives. It's not about money. 2 of the 6 claimants are not celebrities. That's very true. One of them is a victim of a crime, which actually put leverage to their claim as well. An official legal spokesperson added, quote, it is apparent to each of these individuals that the alleged crimes listed above in relation to them individually represent the tip of the tip of a bigger iceberg, and that many other innocent people remain unknowing victims of similar terrible and reprehensible covert acts. These individuals have now therefore banded together to uncover the truth and to hold fully accountable the relevant journalists, many of whom still hold senior positions of authority and power today. These individuals have all been the subject of public interest during the course of their careers and personal lives. It continues, they are united in their desire to live in a world where the press operate freely yet responsibly, a press which represents truth, is sourced in fact, and can be trusted to operate ethically in the interest of the British public. There's a video I have. I'm not sure which channel I'm gonna put this, if it's PYTE or APTS, but on APTS I did a research video about journalism, so go check it out. It's very informative. Okay, Prince Harry is, and little did I know when I was checking, what is it, YouTube had limited claim, I don't know, they didn't want me to make money off of that. I'm like, what the hell? And I challenge it. Alright, let's see here. I need to check to see if they remove it. Alright, Prince Harry is the most high profile claimant. His legal team will allege that reporters at the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday pay investigators to target his girlfriend and pals. This girlfriend, was it Chelsea? Well, and Meghan too, you could say. And I think, well, maybe they may not bring that. Let me not get this person involved unless the names are included.
Piers Morgan's allegedly extensive knowledge and encouragement of criminal news gathering at the Mirror while he was editor will face a full courtroom examination, a judge has ruled. Lawyers acting for Mirror Group newspapers last week tried and failed to keep the outspoken journalist and broadcaster out of a case alleging the publisher's board turned a blind eye to years of criminal activity at its 3 British national tabloids. Significantly, it means ITV host and Mail columnist Morgan's denials of knowledge of newsroom wrongdoing to the Leveson public inquiry into press ethics in 2011 will for the first time be tested against detailed allegations to the contrary in a civil court of law, where another judge will make findings. Though Leveson found no evidence at the time of his 2012 report to suggest phone hacking went on at MGN Titles at all, despite dismissing Morgan's denials as utterly unpersuasive, in the face of mounting evidence and an ongoing police probe, the company in 2015 was forced to admit that it was common practice. And now, claimants including Prince Harry say that this limited admission was in fact a cynical tactic to protect the company from wider accusations of generic wrongdoing and the misleading of investors on the London Stock Exchange, which it denies. The cases are set to go to trial at the end of January. This latest development, decided in rulings made last week, form part of an extraordinary case argued by 68 claimants currently suing the UK's biggest newspaper publisher that its legal department and board of directors colluded to conceal the widespread use of illegal news gathering that drove millions of pounds in profits for at least 12 years. Morgan, the claimants say, is key because he enjoyed a special relationship with the MGN board, as supported by a number of alleged incidents, now set to be aired at trial, including one in which he allegedly openly discussed the hacking of TV presenter Ulrika Johnson's phone at a lunch hosted by the then company chairman Sir Victor Blank.
He said his girlfriends with a S, okay? A&L is the third newspaper group that the Duke of Sussex is suing for unlawful information gathering. Alright, and a separate action, he is also suing. Harry is not playing. Harry is not playing. Oh my God. In a separate action, he is also suing the Mail on Sunday for libel following his wife. Okay, so this is completely different. Following his wife Meghan Markle's successful defamation case against the Sunday papers last year. His cases against Rupert Murdoch's News Group newspaper and Rich's Mirror Group newspapers, which have been then had to shell out hundreds of millions of pounds in damages and legal costs as a result of hacking claims, have been rumbling on since October 2019 and may go to trial next year. Oh my God, so much tea is gonna come out. The legal action comes after more than 50 stories were published on Exposed News, and BylineInvestigates.com reveal unlawful information gathering at Mail papers. Elton John, David Furnish, Liz Hurley, and SUED Force have previously settled hacking claims against the News of the World. History was made in June last year. I think that was the part that I highlight on my APTS channel. Alright, history was made in June last year when News Group settled a claim in the First Son only case, paying substantial damages, which lawyers claim proves that hacking occurred at the Daily Red Tap, even though it was always denied by Mr. Murdoch and Rebecca Brooks. This new strand of litigation, which saw Sienna Miller, that's the one. I think that's the one I highlight on APTS, IPO Team Sussex channel, Sienna Miller part. Okay, I don't follow her, but when I saw she won her case or whatever, I share that on my other channel because it had to do with the paper, and Meghan had issues with the paper, so that was the connection why I shared it. Okay, which saw Sienna Miller and Gaza follow suit in December last year, is expected to open a floodgates for many more claims against the Sun. The cases against Associated News Limited are being led by barrister David Sherborne of 5RB Chambers, who also run most of the managed phone hacking litigation against News Group newspapers and Mirror Group. One of the solicitors is Callum Galbraith, I think I pronounced her name wrong, sorry if I do, of Hamlands, who represents SUED Force and Prince Harry. He is also the lead solicitor in the News Group litigation. Alright, so there's the rest. Doreen Lawrence, Elton John, David Furnish, and Liz Hurley are represented by Anjali Sagani at Gunnar Cook. Between them, this group of lawyers have brought hundreds of claims for phone hacking against News Group and Mirror. Alright, so oh wow, there's more. October 6th, there's the press release which I read from the other thing. Press release very clear based on Newspapers Limited. So this I read it from another video. Depending on how I shape all of my recording today, I'll just insert whatever I read from another video into this because I read that already. Alright, so let's go back to Twitter. Okay, so I read that already. So these are some of the comments. Byline is always ahead. Keep exposing these criminals. Alright, there's this here. Royal exclusive: Prince Harry's legal move over cash for briefings claims at The Sun. The stories Murdoch tried to bury. June 5th, 2020. So there's this. Prince Harry is threatened to sue the Sun newspaper, alleging it paid the partner of a royal aide for sensitive briefings. Wow, so why those royal aides keep on briefing these people? Why are they doing that? Top editor Dan Wootton is named in the legal challenge, which has developed from new whistleblower information. Wootton, a publisher, News UK, have vowed to sue this website if we report on the letter before action, setting out allegation by the Duke of Sussex, which they both deny, but we decline to be bowed by legal threats from billionaire news oligarch and highly paid celebrity journalists for doing our job. Okay, so they was so that was from Byline. They were threatened Byline, and then some of the allegation which that been filed against them, he already said these are coming from the royal family, the news, the whatever. I have that video somewhere. Those information usually come from the royal family. The royal family are the one who usually leak things to the press.
Much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
Alright, so let's see here. Byline Investigate is defying threats of legal action from Rupert Murdoch, The Sun today, to report explosive whistleblower claims that the tabloid paid the partner of a royal official, wow, £4,000 for stories about Prince Harry last year. Very interesting. The billionaire-owned newspaper company and its executive editor, Dan Wootton, have both said they will sue us if we report the allegation, which are detailed in a formal letter before action issued by lawyers acting for the Duke of Sussex. It follows months of public speculation about the sources of Mr. Wootton's palace stories, which he often credits to palace insiders. That is true. He even said it. I have a video of him saying it. The whistleblower claims that the payments for the stories went to a freelance publicist whose partner is a palace aide. Wow. Sources close to the matter say it's alleged the Sun made two payment amount of £4,000 in relation to stories published in June and July 2019 about nannying and godparenting arrangement for the Sussex's son Archie, and that the payment appeared to have been identified by way of internal News UK accounting code. Wow. I was not aware of all of this. Okay, who was the royal aide? Do we have that? There's visit William and Kate's aide Christian John and his partner Callum Stephens. What? Let's see here. Oh my God. Sundowner. Fear and loathing of the editorial flaw at the Sun may be about to spill into public view is ITV News tried to stand up allegation that the paper has fallen back into bad habits and making payments to the partners of public officials for information about the royal family. The claims first outlined on the tabloid bashing Byline investigators website and hotly denied by News UK relate to stories about Harry and Meghan's penned by the paper's executive editor Dan Wootton on 6 June, Byline citing whistleblower information and a letter before action, that was in quote, sent by the Duke of Sussex, claimed the Sun paid £4,000 in the summer of 2019 to the partner of one of William and Kate's employees who deny any wrongdoing in return for stories about Harry and Meghan which appear under the Wootton's byline. The partner in question is himself a freelance publicist, so it wouldn't be unusual for him to have dealing with Wootton. Okay, but Byline added the intriguing detail that, quote, the payment appeared to have been identified by way of an internal News UK accounting code. Wow, that's huge information. I'm telling you, the squad have receipt. Oh my lord, this is long. In recent weeks, and there's more, there's another one. In recent weeks, a number of current and former Sun staff have been approached by Chris Shipp. Chris Shipp, the royal editor at ITV News, who is not only trying to follow up the story, but also openly claiming he is being helped to do so by the paper's former royal correspondent, Emily Andrews. Oh my God, all the usual names I'm hearing the squad be talking about. Emily Andrews, over the past 2 years, the I chronicled Wotton's attempt to muscle in on Andrew's official bid, and she finally left the Sun for the Mail on Sunday earlier this year. What's intrigued Sun hacks who have been contact, however, is that only the most senior members of editorial staff, well above Andrew's level, have access to the payment system, which was tightened up considerably as a result of the series of criminal prosecution of journalists on the paper between 2012 and 2016. As I'm reading all of this, I'm thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing all of this? Getting information to write about. Yes, I know it's about money, but is it worth it? I don't understand these people. They don't know how to live peace of mind. Okay, I'm only sharing this with you because some of you are not on Twitter, and obviously the others, you know, who have the main tabloids, they're not gonna share this information. All right, and many of you are not on Twitter. Wotton has certainly rubbed several of his colleagues up the wrong way. Over the years, he was denounced by editorial editor Steve Kennedy at Andrew's Living Party in February as a ignorant cunt, and he told Byline he was the victim of misinformation fed and calculated in malicious way, but it will surely be career suicide for anyone within the baby share to leak commercially sensitive info to such ardent anti-press campaigner as Byline or Harry and Meghan themselves. Wotton has told colleagues he has identified his key suspect and is this week's planning to relay his suspicions to the News UK tab brass David Densmore and Rebecca Brooks, bypassing Sun editor Victoria Newton. If a culprit is identified, they could of course defend themselves by pointing out they were merely doing the same as the company's own management and standard committee in 2011, when it desperately tried to divert police attention away from dodgy behavior by the company's senior executive by passing up dozen or more junior staff. Oh my God. Whew, thank God Omid is not in that group. Christian, there's this here. So this was the person. Christian, was it Christian John? And Callum Stephen. Oh my God. Followed by Dan Wotton. So these were the leakers. Let's get out of this. What else? Goddamn squad. These are such good investigators. That's what I'm saying. How did they? This needs to be bookmarked. Okay, watch Prince William sent Stark to testify against Harry. Huh. Wow. Harry will expose his ass, his ashy ass. I'm a Virgo. Harry is a Virgo. Believe me when I say we are nice, but don't mess with a Virgo. I believe that. I think I've said this. Harry seems to be a person when he's in a good mood with you, oh my God, he's the best. But if you cross him, oh my Lord, he's done with you. Alright, mess with a Virgo at your own risk. When we are angry, we deal with you decisively. They have been saying Meghan is going to destroy the monarchy. Harry said, he raised his hand. Okay, I bet Harry has concrete proof, accident proof. Probably, if anything happened to me, proof, okay, of the role his so-called family play and Meghan's suffering for the short time she was there. Okay, and we are back in business. That's me coming here. Yes, that's a GIF. Why bravo to all these braves claimant. Okay, we pray justice be given to all those innocent people who were bullied by this rag, same even to suicide like Caroline Flack. That's right. Okay, there's more. Alright, let's move on. They are about to find out. Okay, let's see here. I'm done with this. Okay, this is I'm not even gonna touch this because I know I'm gonna be flagged for it. Alright, so now I'm done with more of thing. I see here LOL. What is that? Let's look at. I think I covered that already. Let's see here. Oh no, there's Myra. Me watching a Prince Harry sue the Associated Press and Daily Mail knowing Meghan did the same and won. had to show that. I had to show that the squad or something. It was too much. There's 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐆 retweet. Let's see what they say here. Power couple, yes, and that. All right, so that was that. And now I have, okay, I think I'm gonna start this video now because I'm already an hour, and many of the things that I tweeted and this is gonna be a video by itself. And then I have 3 other things that deals with the same thing, but it's from the Guardian. I'm probably gonna read the article, and I have some other things as well. Okay, so let's do a prayer. Prayer for justice. Okay, that's it. This one was giving. Prayer for justice. This I didn't have to struggle this time. What is a prayer for justice? Keep us, Father, from trying to take matters into our own hands, for vengeance is yours and you will repay. But Lord, in your grace and mercy, we pray that you will give justice and peace to all those that have been cruelly and unfairly treated by their fellow men, and may justice and carelessness that they have had. I guess they have had to deal, and it continue, but I don't have the rest. All right, let's go in there and look for image. Okay, I wanted to click on that on the other page, but let's see here. Come, Holy Spirit, show us your beauty reflected in all the people of the earth, so that we may discover anew that all are important and all are necessary, different faces of the one humanity that God so loved. Amen. Alright, I'm gonna leave it as that. Alright, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And check my other channel, because now there's lawsuit that's happening. I don't know if some of you are into lawsuit, so most likely I probably will shift those videos to my other channel. It's INVICTUS Team Sussex. All right, the link is in the description already. I think it's on top right after the date. All right, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.